Welcome back. Investigative journalist Peter Schweizer has been writing about the Biden family business deals for several years now. One of Hunter Biden's former partners has given Schweizer 26,000 emails from prison, some of which suggest his Chinese partners wanted U.S. approval for acquisitions in the United States. As we've talked about many times on this program, China has long invested and acquired U.S. companies and then forced the transfer of technology to China. In a new op-ed in the New York Post today, Schweizer discusses the, quote, Biden lift, which was used as currency when doing deals. Peter is the author of Secret Empires and has done great work on this subject. He joins me right now. Thank you so much, Peter, for being here. Congratulations on all of your hard-hitting reporting. Tell me about the Biden lift and about those emails that you are in possession of.
Yeah, the emails come from Bevan Cooney. Bevan Cooney was business partners with Devon Archer and Hunter Biden. He went to jail for an Indian bond fraud scheme that took place in 2013, 2014. Devon Archer, Hunter Biden's business partner, is now going to be going to jail for that as well. And Bevan Cooney was really quite upset. He admitted that he made mistakes, but he feels like the people that were really the ringleaders of this, Devon Archer, had avoided any criminal penalties, and he believed that Hunter Biden got a pass as well. So these emails offer a glimpse, Maria, into how the business partners saw Hunter Biden's role. They talk candidly about the fact that he doesn't bring any money to the table. He doesn't bring any expertise to the table. What he brings to the table is the fact that his father is vice president of the United States. He can get him meetings. He can help them with regulatory matters. They describe his name as a form of currency. They say that there's a Biden lift, particularly for overseas deals that need to be done. And they describe him as their, quote, direct avenue to the Obama-Biden administration.
This is unbelievable, really. I mean, it's just laid out in these emails, and you have them. How come we haven't seen a subpoena of Hunter Biden? Do you believe that somebody is protecting him within the Senate? Who else is China buying?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think I said in 2019 that he ought to be subpoenaed to appear before a Senate committee, that there ought to be subpoenas submitted to his financial records. We know now, based on Senator Ron Johnson's committee's great work, and by the way, I really commend him for his work. I had no connection with the investigation or with the committee, but he really went out on a limb. When you're prepared to call out powerful people in Washington on corruption, there's a lot of people from your own political party who don't like that because they may not be engaged in exactly the same thing, but they may be doing something similar, or they may be aspiring to do what's been going on. So, the bottom line is that the Bidens have been protected. This sort of behavior, were it happening in the private sector, you'd have all kinds of problems with the SEC on other matters, and yet the Bidens have gotten a pass. But I think it's starting to change. You see the collapse or the erosion of their position. They started by saying there were no deals. It was a conspiracy theory. Then they switched to, well, Hunter was a minor player. Then they switched to, well, Joe didn't know about any of the deals. And now they're left with, well, Joe himself personally didn't get any money. That's an erosion of the story over 2 years. I think it's going to erode even more over the next 6 months.
I want to ask you about Mr. Bobulinski, because, of course, the FBI threw a wrench into the meeting with Senator Johnson, but you've met with Mr. Bobulinski. Let's take a short break and get into that, Peter. We'll be right back with more from Peter Schweizer in this exclusive this morning. Stay with us. And I am back with Peter Schweizer, author of Secret Empires. He's done an incredible amount of reporting on the Biden family business deals. Peter, let me ask you about CFIUS and the approval that a foreigner needs in order to do an acquisition in the United States. That's one of the things that you've reported on that these Chinese companies needed, right? They wanted the influence of Joe Biden so that they could get approval to acquire companies. This is what Donald Trump has been trying to put an end to. China coming into the U.S., buying up Silicon Valley and forcing the transfer of technology, giving the Chinese Communist Party a leg up on American technology.
No, you're exactly right, Maria. And this is a big part, I think, of the missed story. This is not just a story about Hunter Biden and the family getting wealthy. It's about Hunter Biden participating in Chinese efforts to acquire Western technology. In particular, for example, there's a company called Henniges out of Michigan. They produce dual-use technologies that have both military and civilian application. They're anti-vibration technologies. Hunter Biden's Chinese-funded investment firm partnered with AVIC, which is the largest military contractor in China, and they together acquired Henniges, this dual-use technology company in Michigan. It has clear military application. That deal had to be approved by CFIUS. We know on the emails that we've now obtained that they were involved in getting CFIUS approval, meaning Hunter Biden's firm. And we now know that once it was approved, they actually had a celebration of this technology transfer at the U.S. Embassy with Chinese executives, with the participation of Hunter Biden's partners. And it was a celebration. And the man that was there, Ambassador Max Baucus, former senator from Montana, is a longtime Biden family friend. So let's be clear. This is not just about the Biden family becoming wealthy from these foreign partners. It's about the Biden family participating in the transfer of U.S. technologies to China and getting paid for participating in that.
Unbelievable. This is just stunning. If Joe Biden were to win the presidency, there could be blackmail here. What are the implications, real quick, Peter, as we wrap up?
No, I think there are huge implications. Look, the bottom line is we have to decide whether this kind of behavior is going to be tolerable. Is it going to be acceptable for family members of the highest-ranking politicians in America to be doing deals with foreign governments?
Peter, it's great to have you. I hope you'll come back soon. We love having you. I hope you'll come back in the next couple of weeks. Peter Schweizer. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow on Fox Business on Mornings with Maria.